Hi, hi. Do I sound good? Am I crisp or do I sound like I'm in a fucking cave? Tell me. Tell me if I sound good. My voice is like barely coming back if it's not noticeable. Testing, testing. Do I sound good? Hi, hello, hello. Hi. Hello, huddle. Let me take off my. I need to fix chat. I think that like my chat is like broken. Let me see. It's fine. I'll take down chat box for now. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. I feel like it's been like forever, and I think it's only been like what, a month. So, I guess we'll get like straight into it. Based off the title, if you haven't seen, it's We Need to Talk. So, let me get my serious. Oh shit! I'm already forgetting where my toggles are. So let's get serious. My dark hair mode is serious mode. My pink hair is not serious mode. Is muted? Nope, it's me. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, my chat box is broken, bro. Thank you, thank you. I'm so glad to be back. Yeah, okay, so I guess let's also say hello Twitch, hello YouTube. So for my YouTube folks, I'll try and push whatever I had planned to come out this Friday. I'll push that to another week, and I will post this. Oh shoot! I'll post this this Friday. But sorry, it's very hard to like. I wish I should have like written down stuff. And I had enough time to plan like what I was gonna say. But I did not. Okay. Phew. So to get into a lot of what's been happening, what's been going on. So I'll try and be as honest as possible. I have never told, except for like my very close VTuber friends, that my job and what I do, right? So I actually what I recently quit my job, and I'm trying to say it in a way because like if you haven't noticed things about me, I don't like sympathy. I don't like asking for things. I don't like people feeling bad for me or thinking some type of way about me. And I think that for the people who are part of my community and like the genuine people that come very often to my community, I think are people that don't do that. And I'm really thankful for that. That I can be very transparent without somebody feeling bad for me. And I think that like you can tell that it's not something that I want somebody to feel bad for me, because like I'm not sitting there getting emotional. I'm not sitting here being emotional. I'm trying to be a human being, an adult about what I'm talking about today. But yes, I have quit my job, and it wasn't because I wanted to stream full time. It's not because I want to focus on my art or anything VTube related or online related. It strictly has to do with the fact that nod, yes, yes, yes. Hands crossed. I really wish I had like a toggle that had like hands crossed, elbows on the desk. But I was actually the reason why I quit my job is because the job that I have been working at, I have been there since 2021, so right after the panorama happened. Once, you know, lockdown was done and we can all, as human beings, get back to, I guess, living a quote-unquote life with, you know, working and stuff. And so I've been working at this job for about 5 years, or for 4.5 years now. What I haven't explained to any of my VTuber friends is like where I've been and what's been going on with me. Sorry, I have been having, since if you don't know, I've been kind of a little sicky, so you can kind of tell in my nose that I sound very nasally today. I am recovering from a little sore throat / like sickness. So anyway, I never wanted to put it out here what I do for a living, because I don't want where, as I continue to grow as a VTuber and as I continue to be on stream, the things that I say to be misconstrued, or the things that I do to be misinterpreted in any way. And I don't want for the people, or the people that I work for and the people that I work with to find me on social media, and that is why I became a VTuber in the first place. For those people who have known me personally and who have known me since 2021 or 2020 actually, when I first started streaming, and the reason I used to face stream. I used to be a face cam streamer. Oh my god, I can't English. I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Caution is never bad. The sickness is no good. I know. Dude, I think it's going to my brain. Let me just give you guys boobs. That's fine. I'll just distract. Anyway, nod. So anyway, let me take a sip. Okay. So I used to be a face cam streamer, and after 2020, when I got my job, I decided that when I started looking at VTubers, that I think that I wanted to be a VTuber, and I thought that that would be the best route for me. And it strictly dealt with multiple things. But one of those things that I don't express is my job. And so I'll be transparent today and say what I used to do, because I no longer do it. And if I decide that I want to go back into doing that field of work, obviously I won't tell you, because I feel like there's a line that should be set in place between me as a person and people as the viewers who are also just people. But I was an educator, a teacher. I loved what I did. So every time when I would express what I did, you know, hiddenly, it was that I was a teacher. I did work with middle school and elementary school students. So ranging from the ages of, I want to say 13, all the way down to the ages of 7. Yeah. So I've taught. Oh God, I'm lagging. I'm like, I'm lagging. Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? F off, DraftKings. It's a serious moment. And we're back. Okay, cool. So I'm back. So for those who live in America, I've worked with grade levels 7th grade, 4th grade, and 2nd grade. For those who are not in America, I've worked with ages 7 and 8. I believe 9 and 10, or 9, 10, and 11, and then ages I think it's like 12 and 13. I can't remember the ages that you are in 7th grade. But pretty much like basically like babies to like preteen age / teenage. And I loved it. I loved what I did. I think the most joyous part about what I did in my job was that at the end of the year, the students, when they moved on to the next grade level, which of course I could never follow them, was that they wanted me to follow them into the next grade level, and that they would openly seek me in my classroom just to say hi and to hug me. And they would tell my next grade that I would teach, or like my next class that I would teach like the following year, like, hey, be good to her, she's a great teacher, you know, like they would be there to protect me as a teacher. And I thought that was so rewarding because it meant that I was doing something right. Oh God, why am I getting emotional about this? Okay, sorry, we all know that Div can be an emotional wreck, but I'm trying not to be. I obviously miss my job a little bit, but oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. It was a rewarding job, and not in the sense that I got paid better or that I got treated better, but it was rewarding in what the kids that I serviced, what they gave back to me. Whew. Give me a hot minute. Like I said, I should have like written down like what I was gonna say. It'd probably like be less sad. Whew. So hydrate. Dude, I can't cry because as it is, like, I'm trying not to because of my like sinus congestion. So if I cry, it's gonna make it worse. Okay. So, I loved my job. And if you're like, okay, well, if you loved it so much, why the flip did you quit? For anybody that doesn't know, education, being an educator in America, especially after 2020, it's been very hard. It has been very hard. I feel like I have always been such a free-spirited person. I've always been so positive and so happy. And my job changed me so much. It's okay to cry, thank you. I'm sorry. It's hard being an educator, especially when you love what you do. And the children were fantastic and me teaching was fine. But what happened was that as the years had gone by where I worked, I was mentally and emotionally drained due to a lot of like tasks that were being given to us teachers. It wasn't just me, right? Us teachers. And as years kept going by, they were asking for astronomical tasks to be done that were honestly impossible for one person to do in like a single day or like even in a single week. This year, as I barely started, like what was so hard was that we had one day where our break time was like for us to plan what we needed to do, but like that planning was for a whole week and it was only one day. The rest of the days that would follow during our quote-unquote like break time was like meant for rehearsals, which made no sense. And they were meant for rehearsals. They were meant for meetings that dealt with student behavior stuff, which that I get. But like, we had no time to print out papers or handouts for the kids for their work. We had no time to plan for like a whole week, so I had to take a lot of my work home. And the one thing I hate is having to take my work home, because my home no longer felt like home. It became a space where like I felt irritated. I felt like it was just another job because my home was no longer comfortable for me. You know, I'm sorry, like I told you I'm stuffy, so you can hear it in my nose. Blow your nose, Divvy. I know, but I ain't got no tissue around me right now. Don't apologize for crying and feeling emotional. Thank you. Okay, I feel better. Then go and get some tissues. We'll be here. I'm not moving. I'm not. You can't make me. Okay, I'll go get some. Hold on. I'm back. I literally read alternatively you could stick your nose in a vacuum. I naturally, on a regular, my doctor does tell me every time I freaking go do you know that you have sinus congestion? Like, severe? And I'm like, yeah, dude, I've known that for my entire life. I have a hard time breathing. You would think I would know that. They're like, oh, well, because I just wanted to let you know because, like, you know how, like, they check your ears, nose, and throat when you go in? They're like, just because, it's very congested in there. Like, well, no shit, Sherlock. Like, anyway, so, since I've been sick, it's been, like, double the congestion. So I'm trying to keep my composure because then it's like triple the freaking work that my nose is having to go through to keep all the freaking mucus in there. Where was I? Somebody put emotional music on. No, just kidding. I'm just joking. So anyway, now that I feel a lot better and I'm done freaking crying, I think for now. Yeah, so I quit my job because, I'm not the only one feeling it. I've sat down and I've talked with a lot of other teachers that I was working with, and a lot of them right now, I feel so bad because, like, they were venting to me before I left that they were like, hey, you know, you're not the only one, and don't feel bad for leaving. They're like, we're proud of you for, you know, being strong enough to get up and just go. They're like, we're so proud of you, and that we hope that, like, you know, wherever you go, that it'll be something amazing, and that the next job that you have, that, like, it'll be what you've needed. And you know, a lot of my coworkers, not everyone, a lot of them just gave me some really positive, like, goodbyes. And I think what was really, like, sad was when some of them were just like, I kid you not, one of them, word for word, told me, she pulled me aside and she was like, I just wanted to let you know that, like, you will be missed, and I know we didn't get to know each other for too long, but for the time that I have worked with you, she's like, it's been so nice to have somebody who is very genuine and very kind, especially in this field of work that we do. She's like, a lot of people, and I've worked here for 17 years, she said, a lot of people they really aren't like that around here. And I think you've noticed, and it's really rare to have somebody who can be genuinely kind as you are, and be so positive and cheery with the field that we do. And so it's going to be really hard not seeing you here every day in the hallways with your smile and your positivity. And I also had another coworker who came up to me. She's very religious, and so it was still very comforting to hear her. She was just like, I will pray and hope that, you know, that God has you in his hands, and that you go in your next job, in your next chapter in your life, wherever he has planned for you. And it has been such a pleasure getting to know you and working with you, and it was very nice, you know. So like I said, being there with everybody was not the reason why I left. It was the enormous, like, stack worth of things that came at me. And I was very honest with my manager, and I was very honest with my boss, which is the principal. And I told them, I said, I feel like I would do these children a disservice if I stayed. I feel like I will not be able to do what I need to, as far as completing my tasks and getting those things done in a timely manner. I said, I'm falling short because I don't think I was fully prepared for what this year was supposed to look like. And I just don't feel like I can continue to move forward knowing that I will hurt these children, for the mere fact that I'm just not fully prepared. And that was why I left. And now I'm in this stage where thankfully, because I'm still with my family and I live with them right now. But it's not going to last forever, of course. I am still trying to look for a job. And I did talk to my family about it before I decided to quit. This year, I came home crying, and the last time I remember going home crying was um, when I lived in Austin by myself. And the last year that I was in Austin working as a teacher, I also cried because I was being mistreated over there way differently than what it was here. I was genuinely being mistreated over there. I was being spoken down to by management. And come to find out, I wasn't the only one. And had I known that I wasn't the only teacher who was being mistreated and spoken down to, I think I would have stood up for myself a little bit more and stood up for other teachers and stayed in Austin because I kind of miss it. But I was being mistreated and talked down to, and I did not appreciate it. As it is, being an educator is a very hard job to do, and I do genuinely say that you have to love this job in order to do it. If you do not love it, it will eat you alive. I've seen teachers who have been in the industry longer than I have left because they weren't fully prepared for the kind of children that we service. We service underprivileged children with different array of challenges that they face at home. And our school is meant to help give them and their families an opportunity that if they want to go to college and get a high education, they should have the same opportunity as anybody else who comes from a great household or a household where there is more money coming in. And so in order to do a job like that, you have to realize that servicing those kinds of children comes with a lot of, push and pull, a lot of battles. I will even say that to give you a kind of, I guess, insight of what I experienced. I had when I worked with middle school or 7th graders, and they're ages 12 through 13. I had a child who was upset having to be not because of me, but for another teacher. They had detention, and both myself and my grade team leader, we were there together supporting each other for detention, and I had to stand in the inside of the room holding the door while she was on the outside of the room blocking the door. And I had a child literally say, "I will hurt you, and if you do not move," like he said, "I will harm you." And he was very serious about it. He got very angry with me. I told him, I looked at him in his eyes and I said, do it. I dare you. I'd love to go home. And he sat back down. You have to have thick skin. You have to love what you do. Big D next up to be canonized by the church. Oh gosh. And so I loved my job. I think that even though it was very hard, it was so rewarding because it was really nice that to even see a lot of even like 7th grade, that's an age, like I feel like at 7th grade you kind of like stop caring about school as much. You kind of are just more into like yourself and the outside world. And it was nice to see that my 7th graders, when I left, were still reaching out to me with my work email, and telling me, "Oh, I'm doing this and I got straight A's in this class lately," and telling me like just how well they're doing and wanting me to be proud of them and stuff. And it felt so nice. So I do miss it. And like obviously it was noticeable that I missed it by getting emotional earlier. But I'm now in this in this stage where I'm trying to figure out if I still want to go into education. I've been applying for jobs lately, and till the time being, that's why I started promoting my art, my VGen, where I am wanting to do commissions, just so that I could still have some money, even if it's like a little bit, to like help my family out, because my job that I did, a lot of my money went to the household and helping out my family. I'm not the only one, of course. Like, it's me plus my parents, and my parents, they also individually have their own jobs, but we all as a collective support in putting some our money into the family, whether that's groceries, whether that's, you know, paying rent, because I did pay rent on the house as well. Um, if that was like helping out my little sister if she needed money, or sometimes my older brother would reach out to us and say like, hey, I need money, you know. So it's been difficult to not have a job right now. And so as I am still job hunting, if you will, I'm going to start promoting my art commissions and VGen, just so that I can have something coming in for the meantime. And I'll keep promoting it. Just, I guess, I'm always going to promote it, but I'll right now like promote it often, just because I do need some help, the money. But I will not be putting it out there that I am needing money and I'm in a crisis and can you please commission me, because that's freaking weird to me. I don't bash on anybody who does it. I follow many artists that do, and I repost many artists that are struggling and going through stuff, and they post emergency art commissions, but I am not that person. I am I am a very different. There we go. I'm about ready to go full throttle on this fucking internet. um we didn't break anything. It's been the same the entire time. I have a bunch of work I'll eventually need done, so I'll calm you when I can get it yet. Thank you. Where was I at? Oh, acting like nothing ever broke. I don't know if it's like a Hispanic thing or if it's like my family, but like we're very much, I guess, very prideful, and that's really bad to say. And I don't take it as a positive when I say that. That we have a hard time asking for help and asking. So for me, I will never ask for help. I will say what's been going on in my life so that people understand why things are different with me, because as you have known, ever since I've been working and I've had my job, I've never really ever posted my commissions like almost at all or often. And the only time I ever really post that I would do commissions is like during a time of like in the summer or when I'm on break from work. Other than that, I don't post it. So, and now that I've been kind of posting it often, I just wanted it to be clear why I'm doing it. But again, I am not a person that will ever ask for help for anything at all. I think that's what makes it. I think that's what makes it irritating for a lot of my friends when it comes to things that I need. Oh my god, you better had to. You better shut your mouth. You better quit your stuff. Sorry, my dog barks loud, so I don't want him to start barking. But I just wanted to give you guys an update. This wasn't really too much of a stream, quote unquote, as much as it was just an announcement of sorts. Eventually, once I get my job or a job, I'll let you guys know, because of course that'll change things. But at least for now, dog calling your prideful self out. Ah, pinche perro. My dog is crazy. It's because he gets lost. Oh, somebody's at the front door. Someone's at the front door. Hold on. Our dogs do not like people at our front door. Our dogs don't like people at the front door. Our dogs don't like people on the grass. Our dogs don't even like people on the freaking road walking or crossing the streets, like on the other side. Anyway, but yeah, this was just kind of an announcement I wanted to make because I haven't even told. Hey. I haven't even told my VTuber friends. I think I kind of told Fox a little bit while he was streaming. But like I haven't been telling anybody like what I've been going through. Hey, yeah, that's enough. Good boy. Good boy. That's enough. Sorry guys. I get mama mode on him. Arf, arf. He's so loud. He like ruins my eardrums. He's so bad. But he gets loud. I think he gets loud because I am loud. I am loud. Let me see. Are they still there? Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself for a minute. Okay, never mind. I messaged my family because they picked up the door. I only knew that things were rough for you, but it seemed you wanted to keep it more private at the time. So this is all new. Yeah. Like, even Epi doesn't know. I was trying to talk to her, and I was trying to make plans, but then like just life was kind of getting in the way for both me and her. And then when she finally had a chance to be able to VC, I completely lost my voice, and I told her, I'm like, I'm so sorry, but I'm like kind of sick and I can't VC right now. So yeah, and I feel really bad because like my VTuber friends are like the ones that kind of know everything before anybody else knows. But yeah, so now everybody knows. I'm not gonna message anybody privately. But yeah, so I'll try to be more active on here, streaming my usual time, which is like during the afternoon or maybe in the mornings before noon. I like to do it before or after lunch, because lunchtime is when I spend it with like my mother, and like my mother works from home, so her and we have lunch together. We just like will sit on the table and just chat and stuff and just talk about things that's going on in our mind. It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be like, you know, goofy, silly videos that we watch together, whatever it is. But like I do very much value like eating time with people, so I never really like to schedule anything around like my dinner time or my lunch time. That's like a thing that I definitely do. Good luck, girly. Job hunting definitely sucks. It does suck. I hope something finds you soon. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you, Aki, and I've missed you very much, and I hope that you've been doing well as well. As well. Don't feel bad. Life is complicated, so this is all new. Yeah, this is all new for every one of my friends, for my subscribers, my followers, my in-between people. Everything is new. Nobody's getting information late. I think, actually, pause that. I think the only person who knew was the one person who's been my mod, and who's known me for like 5 years. 5 years. and that's why I made like an art of I made the recent art with my VTuber hand holding their VTuber hand. They're a bird, by the way. Um, but they've been like the only one who's like reached out to me, just asking me how I'm doing and stuff. And I was very open, and I told them like, oh, this is what's been happening, and they've been kind of just emotionally and mentally supporting me throughout the past like 2 weeks since I've made the decision to leave my job. So yeah, it was really nice because as they knew I was struggling, they also like went to my throne, and they are a mod of mine. They went to my throne, and they gifted me the cute little Sakura glasses, and this cute like chain ring to just brighten my day, and I did it back to them too. But other than that, yeah, like some things will change. And again, I return. Welcome back. Like I said, I would like to continue being an educator, but for right now, I am looking at jobs that aren't just strictly education. I actually worked for a charter school that required where as long as you had a 4-year college degree, you could still work as a teacher there. So I don't actually have my teaching license. So with that being said, at the moment I'm just trying to get a job so that I can save up money to do an alternative program to get my teaching license, and go from there. I guess I like being a teacher because I do enjoy the job. It's something that I really like to do. It's very rewarding, but also too, I like being a teacher, because I don't know, I feel like it's been like, it's just my calling, I guess. Like I don't see myself really doing anything else, in all realness. I feel like since I was very young, like in high school, a lot of my friends always told me that I would be really good as like a counselor or a teacher because I'm very empathetic. That's always been something that I've always just had in me, and I think that it's very telling just based on how emotional I got today, just talking about the children and, you know, and my job, that clearly I, not only am I emotional and dramatic, but like I'm very empathetic, and just to have kids feel that, I think says a lot. I've had a lot of my students always call me mom because like they were just like, just the way that they were like, I don't know, you just feel like a mom, because they're like, every time when you do certain things and you say certain things, they're like, every time when I'm trying to say miss, mom just comes out. And you know, and for 13-year-old, you know, like the age of like 12 to 13, where kids are barely going through puberty and they're very like emotional and stuff, and they're very like, I think like that's like the age range where like they're like so angry and emotional and they don't know why. To have them call you mom means like a lot, you know. It means a lot, and that's a very special thing. You love what you do. Yeah. So I will eventually like to go back to teaching, but for now I'm just trying to get any job that I qualify for, so like maybe a lot of clerical work and stuff, just so I can save up to do that. But yeah, so that's an update on where I've been, what's been going on, why things have changed, and what will happen moving forward. I can't be certain about that. I'm hoping that I can kind of find myself again. Like I said, the place that I worked at for so long has taken so much from me that I've genuinely lost myself and just who I am. I know that my family has told me the same, that like that I've changed so much due to my job. I used to be a very, like, my family has told me, like, I used to be a very outgoing person. I used to always go up to people and, you know, make friends along the way and stuff, and I've kind of been very reserved and closed off. I like to not go anywhere, and that's also caused a lot of reasons why I like get sick a lot. I literally went to the doctor yesterday and she gave me some vitamin D pills because she's like, bitch, your blood work is showing that you ain't getting enough sun, you ain't going out. So, and I'm like, no, it's true, I only go out when my job requires me to be with the kids. Other than that, I'm always inside. So so I just wanted to bring that up to everybody. I want to say thank you to those who are here. Thank you to those who are listening, who have stopped by. All of you guys really make me who I am and keep going and stuff like that, because when times have gotten tough, it's nice knowing that like I can get on stream and that there's people that, you know, look forward to seeing me and hearing me and whatnot. So like I said, now that I'm getting better again, or feeling better, I would like to start streaming again for the time being until I find a job. I don't know if I'll make a schedule. I feel like I get very mad at myself because I make stream schedules, only to like not hold my end of the bargain of like fucking doing it. I understand that like, and we all understand collectively as a unit that like things happen, and so sometimes like stream will be delayed or like, you know, just changes, but in all realness it's like, why? So I don't know if I'll ever like continue to do stream schedules. I'll think about it. Understandable, yo. Trust me, I definitely get it. Thank you. Oh, also too, I know I brought this up about a month ago, I believe. Maybe less than a month, I can't remember. I will be doing a name change soon. And I guess I can put that out there just because, like, since we are chatting and I'm trying to wrap up everything, I will still not be opposed to people calling me Divi, because I've had that for 5 years now, streaming. And I think that's very hard for people to not call me that, since that's what I've been known, or Div. But I want to change my name, and I've been thinking about this ever since I have had this Alebrije VTuber and have been an Alebrije. I have been wanting to change my name to something that goes, or that gears toward my VTuber lore, and so I have been wanting to call myself Ale, or Ale Babe, because I have now started calling my community Ale Bros, and the Ale is very close to my actual name, my middle name. The half version of my middle name is Ale. So that is the secret is to write tentatively. Do we get a preview for the new name? Oh yeah, Ale, or calling myself Ale Babe, as like the full name, but the actual name would be Ale. I've grown up with a lot of Ales, so like it kind of just feels like it kind of blends into my culture, as well as it goes with the Alebrije part of me, and it is part of my middle name. As they say, hidden leaf in the forest. Oh my god, Taki! There's Elena Alebrije. Well, so what I want is Alejandra. No, that's my mother's name. I can't. But I want a name that I can kind of do like for example, like if you say Mori Calliope, or like not Mori, but like Iron Mouse, you know, like Iron Mouse is Iron Mouse, you know, you don't have to think about like 5 other VTubers who are Iron Mouse. Whereas, like, for example, what has been bothering me is that, like, I'm not the only divvy. When somebody says div or divvy to somebody random, somebody is going to think of like 5 to 10 other div or divvies that are VTubers and streamers. And so I want a name that is strictly mine. That is a one name thing. I don't have to put VT behind it or in front of it. I could just put Alibabe and then period. That's it. And then people will be like, well, what the fork is she? Well, if you know what an alebrije is, then you would know what the fork she is because it's in her name. It's not really, but you know what I mean. Yeah, there's 10K Akis. Fuck my life. Hey, Alejandra. Pequito with the fork, man. No Alejandra's here. And 90K dogs. I live fork. I live fork in it, bruh. But yeah, I've just wanted a name that like I could have where it's like a one name. I don't have to put a VT behind it. I don't have to put a VT in front of it. Like with my name Divi, I've always put VT behind it because of the many other divvies that are out there. So again, I'm not opposed to people still calling me Divi, especially my VTuber friends. I think it would be very hard to not want to call me Divi. But because I recently changed to Divi Alebrije just to get the Alebrije thing going, which kind of was like a hidden haha. I didn't know if I wanted to fully change it yet, so I put Divi_Alebrije just to fill it out. And I think I want to fully commit to the Alebrije, and then I'm no longer changing my name. Like, it's staying like that for the rest of my life, for the rest of your life, for the rest of our time as we are a couple now, and we are together, and we're in love. You know? I can't fucking read. Aleunombre. You know what's going to happen though? You're gonna be Ale, but people are gonna think of ale and drink. Oh my god. Dude. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fork up. Shut the fork up. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But yeah. So, I am gonna have a little bit more time on my hands. I am gonna eventually change the name. I think I still have like 20 something, or I don't know how many more days I still have. Ale for lives. Ale for lives. Ale hidden leaf. Ale hidden leaf village. Oh my god. But yeah, I just thank you. Like, I just wanted to make some announcements on all this stuff because I think a lot has happened, and it's literally only been like, I think my last working day was Friday of last week, of course. And so a lot has happened. I got sick. I, want to change my name. Damn, Divi doesn't give us a break, man. Wait, it's perfect. You could say, see you later, alligator. I'm not a fucking gator. A leaf. I'm gonna make like a tree and a leaf. Oh god. I think I'm broken. What kind of humor do I have? I love dad jokes. They're like my favorite. I'll make like a tree and a leaf. No, for real. It's been a month. Yeah, it's been, dude, it's been a whole ass month, and so much has happened. And I'm super interested because like where life will take me next. I'm both scared and excited on what life has in store. I'm hoping that my next job will not leave me ragged and will not have me in the dirt. Like I said, if you weren't here in one of my streams, this was like months ago, when I was talking about myself, I remember talking about myself of like, you know, I used to be in my head, like, as in like, oh, I used to think I was the shit. I used to think I was this cute little hot number, not hot number, like this little cute number. And I honestly would take compliments a lot better when I was younger because I genuinely thought I was a cute girl. You know, not a hot number, a cute number. There's a difference. There's an astronomical difference. I feel like I was always very cutesy. I was never sexy or hot. With that being said, oh, you forking it? Are you forking it right now? There you go. Hey, as they say, one door closes, another opens. Yeah, they do. It's an alligator, I'm sure. I'm no alligator. You're an alligator, Huddle. You're an alligator. I'm not an alligator. Time to get that confidence back. There is. When one leg opens, another one closes. Wait, what? When one closes, another one opens. I tried to be gross and it fucked up. That's what I get for being cochina. No, can't fork at work, bro. Sorry. But yeah, so hopefully I can get my confidence back up again. Hopefully I can get back to being myself again. I literally bought like new outfits. Oh my gosh. I bought new outfits recently within the past like 2 months. I actually bought like 2 dresses. One is like a shorter dress or like a mid dress. It's like short for me because I got a lot of fucking leg. I'm fucking tall. I'm tall, so I got a lot of leg. So, which by the way, when I went to the doctor, I'm sorry, my freaking brain is going from one topic to another really quick, like just tangent really quick. Like you see a line, like there's like a line happening. There's like a line, and in that line there's like many subdivisions like a tree. Let me just go into a branch really quick. I went to the doctor yesterday, right? And they were like, they're whispering, and my mom was with me because she had an appointment at the doctor's, like separate thing, but we went together because, like, you know, since she had one, I was like, I need to go to get one. Yeah, anyway, so they're whispering and they're like, she's 5'8", and I'm like, I whispered to my mom, like, who the fuck is 5'8"? And my mom's like, I think they're talking about you, because my mom's hella short. My mom's like 5'5" or 5'6". No, my mom's 5'5", and she's like, you're 5'8". I was like, Mom, I'm not 5'8". I'm 5'9". I'm like, wait, have I been 5'8" this entire time? I don't think I'm 5'8", brothers. I don't think I'm 5'8". I'm like, I think they got, I told him, I was like, I'm not 5'8", I'm 5'9". I'm like, I think they got that wrong. I think they need to redo it. But they did it. They did it. I don't know where they're getting 5'8" from. The last time I remember them checking my height was when I was like, I went back to college, to uni. I don't know. I don't know when the last time they checked it. That's the only time I remember. I don't know if they recently checked it and I just wasn't looking. Yay, leg subdivisions. Wait a minute. You taller than me too? Bro, I'm 5'9". I'm Haddle, where have you been, bro? I'm literally like the tallest person. I've mentioned this multiple times in Ebby's stream. I've mentioned this to Ebby. I've made art with me and Ebby. I'm fucking giant for a girl. I'm 5'9". I'm like the starting point of like tall. I'm 5'9". I literally did a art piece, or I did a not art piece. I did a height thingy with my VTuber model like months back. I think it's like, what, in June? Literally putting my VTuber model at 5'9". That was because I'm genuinely 5'9". Dude, legit, Haddle's life has been like exploded. He literally, all life is lost. Wait, they saying you shrinking? That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I don't understand. I don't know when the last time they checked my height. I don't know. because I'm not 5'8". I could literally, oh my god, I wish I had a thingy in my house to check my height, but I don't. But I genuinely don't. I'm not 5'9". I'm not 5'8". I'm 5'9" for sure. Because everyone around me that has either said they're 5'8", 5'10", and around that range have said that I accurately resemble or represent 5'9". So I know I'm not tripping. I definitely am 5'9", and I think they need to do it again because I think they fucked up. I'm shattered. You don't have a tape measure? Huddle, I'm sorry to break your heart, and I don't mean to do it to you, but genuinely, even if I got a tape measure, you still won't like what you hear. I am very tall. I am like a, what is it? A gladiator? I am a gladiator of a woman. I am very tall, and that will not change. Even if I got measuring tape, even if I double checked, triple checked, even if I got on my flat feet and took my shoes off, I am a giant person. My heart not broken, Lamau. Aki's like, what the fork did I walk into? I am a gladiator of a woman, yeah. So your mutual art piece is actually accurate? Yeah. Like, okay, even the one, like, what is it? You know that the art piece that I did, the, what is it? The new ref that I made, the new art reference, that I will hopefully one day, fucking chop up the pieces and get rigged. But my 2.0 model that I've made as my pinned comment on my Twitter account, I made her look very long-legged because I'm genuinely very tall. I feel like 5'9", at least in my small town, 5'9" is honestly tall. Like, it's tall. Growing up, when I was 5'7", I rarely dated guys because they didn't like tall girls. And we're in high school, you know, so it makes sense. Guys who weren't confident in themselves at all yet. And there wasn't a thing called short king. But it was very hard for me growing up when it came to dating because I was so very tall. And it was very rare at 5'7" to have guys that were taller than me. And there were, but the guys that were like massively tall wanted girls that were massively shorter than me. So like the 5'7" was just like, I guess like a height range that nobody wanted to fuck with. And then as I got older, I got taller and I stopped at 5'9". And again, in my small town, very hard. When I moved up north and I went back to college, 12 hours away from my hometown, I literally went from one side of my state to the other side of the same fucking state, 10 hours away, 12 hours away. I started to experience that, oh my god, 5'9" is actually more average than I thought. I've been surrounded by a lot of Hispanics, and if you know, Hispanics are known to be very short. At least Mexican people are known to be very short, and so a lot of my family, a lot of the girls are short. And my mom's side alone, a lot of the girls in my mom's side of the family are short. Whenever we had to take family photos and they wanted to put all of the kids together, I was the only girl who was in the photos in the back with all the boys, because all my male cousins were fucking 6 foot and taller. I was like, what the flip is this? So I would stand with the boys and all the girls were up in the front. I think we only had like one or two boys in my cousins, like within my cousins, like 1 or 2 boys that would be in the front because they were shorter than me or they were my height. But I was the tallest girl. Lamau. Not laughing at me. We're cheek to cheek. Let's go. She's an Alethina. That's my new name, Alethina. I'm taking it. Nah, I mean, I have these height talks often too. Nobody believes my height either. Yeah, nobody believes it until they see it. But like, I'm actually very tall for a Mexican American. Well, I'm mixed, but we'll say Mexican for now, because Mexican is what I was talking about. Those guys need better taste. Their loss. And now you're taller than all of them. Lamau. All my homies. They a low rider. Ale free fry for fum. The lowriders. They shorter than 5'9"ers. Oh god. Brass intensifies. Dude, like, yeah, I don't know, like, if you know, you know, like, when you're born in a certain culture and that's what you're surrounded with all your life, it just really does a number to you, you know? So being like the tallest, being considered tall as a girl kind of sucked in my hometown. I did actually date a guy who was like, I think he was like 5'6", 5'5", when I was 5'7", 5'8", and I didn't care. I think he did. He broke it off. We weren't like boyfriend and girlfriend. We were just like dating, you know, like we would hang out and stuff. We would hold hands, we kissed and all that, but we didn't like go any further, you know. But now he's happily married, and I think they have a kid. They have a boy, I think. Wait, do you not know which song I'm referencing? No, I don't know. I thought about it. I looked at your. No, I don't. I'm sorry, Aki. Also, man, waste. All right, Aki, you ain't gotta be like that. Okay? You ain't gotta do that to me. Also, I'm 5'7", so good for them. Yeah. I genuinely don't have. I'm not a hater of like girl being taller than guy. I am a hater of, how do you say, like, people not being confident enough that, okay, if you're gonna date somebody or if you're gonna like somebody who is taller or shorter than you, then like, you know, get ready. I guess that's my thing. Like, get ready, because that shit ain't easy. As it is, like, I don't think it's talked about enough, but like people still do it to like guys being massively shorter to girls. I've seen and heard and witnessed a lot of negative comments, even when it's guys that are taller than girls. The only difference is that it's not, I think, blasted out there negatively as it is when it's roles reversed. But like it's still it's still a similar thing. Like I still had friends like growing up who were like really, really, really short and being talked to by other people negatively because their boyfriends were like 6 foot and they were like 5 foot, you know? So like it goes both ways, but either way, I say that if you are a tall queen or if you are a tall king, like own it if you're gonna date somebody and be into somebody who is shorter than you, because like if you don't, then it just ruins the whole relationship. And on top of that, if you are short and you're gonna sit out here trying to flirt with somebody who's taller, don't give them shit. Because, you know, I've had that before where guys would come up to me and flirt with me knowing that I'm tall, only to be like, nah, like, I hate this because you don't make me feel like, you know, I feel less of a man, da, da, da. And I'm like, I'm not making you feel anything. That's on you and you yourself. Like, your own insecurities. Like, ain't nobody out here trying to say you are less than a man. Ain't nobody out here trying, I'm letting you open up the damn fucking pickle jar, even though I could have opened it myself. You know, like, ain't nobody out here trying to do you dirty. You doing yourself dirty. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, my serious relationship 10 years ago that I dated, he was literally like a foot shorter than me. It wasn't always super noticeable when when I didn't have shoes on, but when I did have my shoes on, it was a bit noticeable. I was like a foot taller than him, but he never like made me feel like me being tall was a crime. you know, and he never made me feel like that way, and I never made him feel that way for being short. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So like, if you're short and you out here falling in love with people that are taller than you, then own it, man. Own it. Don't make the other person feel bad because of your own insecurities. You know, otherwise then just date somebody who's shorter than you and make sure that that's like your qualifications when you are talking to that person. Like, you know, like your first question should be, how tall are you? All right, next, or skip. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I guess I never ask because it's not my preference. Like, I don't care about height. What I do care about is hygiene. I care about that because I've taken so much time in my life to make sure that I care about my hygiene. I'd like it if somebody else did too. Otherwise, I'm gonna let my hygiene go out the window if I'm dating somebody who's gonna let their hygiene go out the window. Straight up. I'll be like, how does it feel to smell stank? I was quoting the George Lopez show song. Oh, I don't know that one. George Lopez. The George Lopez show. Oh, I've watched George Lopez. Don't even divvy. I'm not. Okay, just commit. May I height differences? Our height matches can be hot. Or make certain stuff easier. Bruh, I just like women. Bro, I just like women. Tall or short can be equally cute, or some such. Real man appreciates a woman in any shape, yo. Oh god, yes. No, being smelly back. No. Pause. Hit the brakes. I know, we love Hado for just being like, you know what, I just love women, you know, I don't fucking care what their height is. I don't care, dude. Okay, getting onto that though too, like, I don't care about height, right? That's not something I ask a guy at all. Now, if they get surprised when they see me and like I'm fucking, like I said, I'm a gladiator, that was on them for not asking me from the get-go, man. But that's a different, but can I say, when I was going through, what is it, like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, when I was living on my own in the big city, it was 4 years ago, I think. I was living on my own in the big city for the first time in my life, like actually on my own. Family, like parents weren't close to me, like physically to go to, right? And I started dating, and I'm like, okay, this is my time where I can start dating. I can start looking around, seeing what I like, what I don't like. Dude, okay. Hold on, I'm back. Okay, I started to see scuff happening. Hold on, I'm seeing that I'm lagging a little bit. Hold on, I'm lagging. We ain't about to stink. I'm not gonna stink. Tell me, I'm so lost and confused. Someone's gotta let me know. Is this a guy thing? Because when I started getting out there into the dating, and it had been a while before that because I went to college at a later age in my time, and so I was so enveloped into my education and stuff like that I wasn't dating, right? So when I finally got my job, my first big girl job, and I'm living on my own like a big girl, and I'm in the big city and everything like a big girl, I started dating, right? Or like, I was going on dating apps to kind of get myself out there because I was a little bit nervous. And every time I was on dating apps and I would try and talk to guys and stuff, it's happened like, I think 3 times. And I was kind of just like taken aback. Because, okay, different guys, one of them, I was like, hey, what's up? Like, I was like, here's an icebreaker so that we don't have to do the, hey, what's up, and it be weird. I said, and I gave them like a little icebreaker, right? And then they say, hey, and then they answer my icebreaker. So like one of my icebreakers was like, if you were invisible for a day, you know, what would you do, right? And they would answer the icebreaker. And then they would immediately just start off with, like, my name is, like, for example, my name is Jim, and like, I'm Chinese American. And then I'm like, okay, cool. And then I'm not going to give like the actual name, but one guy did that, right? Then the second guy, I don't know if it's like a racial thing, right? Because when I was on dating apps in my hometown, I don't know if it's because majority of us were Hispanic in that area and we know that, like, in my county, it's made up of Hispanics because I'm so close to the border that, like, we never sat there and said, oh, I'm Mexican, you know, American, or oh, I'm Cuban, you know, I'm Puerto Rican. Like, we don't sit there and say that, right? I think it was just all maybe that's the thing, right? But when I'm in the big city, I had one guy tell me he was Chinese American. I had another guy who straight up, and this is like literally within like the first second of like messaging, right? They're like, oh, I'm Korean American, and then another guy was like, I'm Chinese Korean, and I'm like, and I literally messaged the third guy, and I'm like, hey, not to be rude or anything, but like, why are you telling me your ethnicity? Like, I was like, it's not that it's not interesting, but like, I'm confused. Like, do you get asked very often? Like, is it like a preference thing? Like, I'm so lost. Like, I don't know. Do you guys do that? Like, is that like a new thing now? Like in dating, like, do I have to like tell a guy like, all the ethnicities that like, that I am, like my bloodline? I don't know. Like, I was just I told the third guy, he's like, I don't know. He's like, just in case you do ask. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I wasn't. Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like me asking just is weird. Like, I don't know. Like, it was only when I was talking to like guys that weren't Caucasian. Like, I think like the guys that were Caucasian, like, they didn't tell me they were Caucasian. I don't know if it's because it was obvious. But like, I don't know. Like, I never had that before. Like I said, when I would speak to guys who were Hispanic, they wouldn't tell me, oh, I'm Hispanic, or like, I'm Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Cuban, or whatever. Like, I don't know. The race thing is a little weird. Yeah. Are they trying to play the race meta? I don't know. Divvy pulling up with her results. I'm gonna start pulling up my fucking I'm O positive, I think. My fucking blood. Let me give you my ancestry and me. I haven't dated since high school, really. Dating app never worked out. Yeah, I will say I tried it for a little bit and then I just kind of felt really weird. I don't know. It's hard because I feel like it's still a performance that you still have to put on just to like be seen by someone that you really are attracted to. And then even then, it's not a guarantee that they're going to still like you. They probably just are looking for a little bit of, you know, and ghost you. So I will admit, I've seen and I've heard stories of people who meet online and, you know, they fall in love, and I say kudos to you. But I do think that a lot of times that's not reality. And so I kind of was like, okay, I don't like that. And so like, I did end up no longer doing dating apps. I ended up going old school and being like, look, if I find somebody, it's gotta be, you know, I don't know, it has to be like the old fashioned way, I guess. But also too, like, I think that if I've known somebody for so long, for example, since I stream, if I like had a VTuber friend and I've known them for a very long time and they've known me for a very long time and like we've gotten personal, I'm not opposed to wanting to seek that out and see where that goes if like we're both mutually like into each other, you know what I mean? But like, I think that it was very weird and very hard for me when it came into the dating. And that's just like me, you know, like that's my preference. Male, dummin, brave, dumin, duma. Dude, I can literally pronounce it in like 3 different ways. Braver, hunter, bro. I'm a fucking, next time, whenever I talk to a guy, I'm just gonna be like, I am a quarter German, a quarter Portuguese, and half Mexican. So what are we doing here? Let's breed. Let's talk ancestry. Some people wacky. Yeah, I'd rather be attracted to friends I meet online where we actually have shared interests and genuine friendships. Yeah, and I mean, I will say this. I've noticed that I am not a person who does the whole meeting, how do you say? It's not, I guess like I don't think it's called the meet cute because that's different. I just don't do the whole we catch eyes and we're instantly in love thing. Like, I don't get that at all. I am very much, and it could be the whole, like, because, you know, remember I took a test. I'm an empath. I'm empath. Dating apps, scary, OMG. Some people crazy. Bro, I'm crazy. Nah, just kidding. Bro, pull up your D&D character sheet. Like, oh, where was I going with this? Oh, I don't do the whole, like, we catch eyes and we fall in love thing. Like, that's not for me. What I do like and what I do hey Divi, lurking and working. Hi Foxy, welcome. I hope you enjoy your like. Yeah, love at first sight. I don't do that. I don't do love at first sight. I don't believe in that crap, because love at first sight is just another way of saying, like, I'm gonna be with you, and then when I finally get to know who you are as a person and you get to know who I am as a person, we actually don't mix. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in that crap. But I do genuinely, this is why I say I'm not opposed to, if I know you long enough and we build a strong relationship, like friendship, I'm not opposed to seeking where that goes, because I am a person that I can only be attracted to someone if I know them. If, like, how do you say? My love language is quality time. That is my love language. It is quality time and acts of service, but mainly quality time. And I've learned, I know who I am as a person. I know what I like and I don't like. And what I don't like is, and I've had this before, where guys will say they like me, but they don't actually make the effort to message me once in a while. I'm not saying that demisexual. Yeah. Yes, I do. I identify as that. I'm not saying that a guy has to message me, good morning, I like beautiful, good night, you know, good afternoon, you know, and messaging me every day, because I like my me time. I'm not gonna lie to you, I like my me time. But what I do like is, I like consistency. I like that I know that she'll be there. I like that I know that when we do talk, it's this feeling of no time has passed, and you're getting to know me. You're asking questions about me. You're wanting to know more about my interests and what I like. And I doing the same. As that builds up and I get to know you more as a person, then that is where my love forms for somebody. I don't believe in love at first sight. I think I wouldn't even believe if somebody said they looked at me and they fell in love with me, because I think that I am not this hot number. I know that. And I think that I am a person that I am a hard pill to swallow. Anybody out here saying that I love you, and this has happened to me before when I was up in the big city and I was doing my big girl job by myself, living like my independent boss or whatever, queen. And I think I've talked about this before. One of the guys who wanted to tell me he was Korean American, because he had to let me know what his ethnicity was before he even tells me his fucking name, right? Didn't even know me and started telling me, you know, I really like you and I love you and all this other crap. And I'm like, boy, you need to slow your roll. Since when? You know what I mean? Like, I told him, I'm like, you don't know me. And he's like, I want to cook for you every day and I want to do this for you. And I'm like, dude, you don't even know me. He was even like, when I told him, I was like, I'm going back home. You know, I can't do this. I already quit my job, yada, yada, one time. He was like, you can live with me. You can move in with me. I'll provide for you and I'll take care of you. And I'm like, bruh. That was a no right there. But like, it was the idea that I told this guy, like, you didn't take the time to get to know me. You don't know me. You don't care about me. What you want is someone who you can, you know, you know. You know. There's an initial attraction, sure, but it's not love. Love, yeah. City folk are dangerous. Yes, they are. Bro had a fantasy. Yeah, because like, look, this is where my cousins, okay, I'm gonna say this in a secret. But my cousins, when I told them about this guy, right? They were like, oh my God, Divvy, the sex must have been so good and he can't get enough. And I was like, I was disgusted. I was like, that's gross. I'm not saying that he was gross. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like, it's gross because like, that is what he wanted and that's all he wanted. That apparently the you know, was apparently good enough. I don't know, clap harder till I get it. Fucking Aki. Anyway, but I just like, I was kind of just disgusted because it's like, this person didn't even know me. We had a moment, we had a thing, we were talking and stuff, and that led to, you know, a night together, right? But after that, he still wanted to continue something when he wasn't even making the effort to want to even try. You know what I mean? Like, he would sit there and say, like, I'd love to make Italian food for you, and yada yada. And I'm like, dude, if you knew me, you knew that I don't even like Italian food that much, like, at all. I told him that. I was like, I don't even like Italian food. I was like, my actual favorite food is fucking Vietnamese. I love Vietnamese food. Like, you would know that. Like, I don't want somebody who's gonna be making me fucking Italian food. Like, what the fuck? The papa is a mystery. Deborah was coasting on the breakfast sausage. Dude, like, I don't know. It's just really weird. So, like, I think it's great that I've been single for so long. I'm crying. Oh, God. I just don't know, like, in all realness, like, being single for so long, it's been nice because I've gotten to know who I am as a person, and I've gotten to know what I like and what I don't like, and I've gotten to know like what I want in a partner. And the one thing I definitely, that it's like, it's a no-brainer. Like, if you're not this person, I will not fuck with you. And I mean that physically and emotionally. Is I want somebody who is willing to take the time with me as well as be understanding with me. Because I will do the same. If I genuinely care to want to get to know you and I'm interested in you, I will make the effort. But I will also do it in a way where it's not clingy either. I will not be clingy. And I think for my VTuber friends, like, you guys definitely know me well enough that I am not a clingy person, because I'm never sitting there messaging you guys fucking erratically or intensely every fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, I give you your space, you know? And that's how I am in a relationship. Like, I am a person that my ideal relationship would be that we could live together, share the same physical space without having to be all over each other, touching and all that. Like, that would be my ideal relationship. Is that, like, for example, if my partner is sitting there watching their favorite TV show while I'm reading a book, or playing their video game in the same space as me while I am watching YouTube or something, right? Like, that's my ideal, that is my ideal relationship right there. Is that we can be in the same space without having to be, like, I know you can't see me, but I'm literally staring at my hands, putting my hands together, but, like, you know, we don't have to be on each other. I don't need you to be down my throat all the time, because I'm not going to be down your throat all the time. I mean, unless you want me to, but, like, that's a different story. But, like, you know what I mean? That sounds like a good human being. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, I like for us to just enjoy the same space. I'm a very healthy relationship person. I've been single for so long. I am a very healthy relationship person. I don't believe in the fact that just because I've been single for so long that means I have baggage that I come with me. I don't come fucking bearing gifts, all right? That's rare, I hear. Yeah, like I don't come bearing gifts with emotions. I literally come with just my perspective on who I am as a person and what I like. And I like for somebody to do the same, you know? And I'm a very, I think that even though I have my heads in the clouds a lot of times, when it comes to relationships, I am very much down to earth and I'm very realistic about what it is that I want in a relationship. I'm not sitting here wanting somebody to fucking jump hula hoops. I'm sitting here wanting to still be my own person and we can grow together in our own times, but together. You know what I mean? Wait, huh? I heard more papping. Yeah. Fucking YouTube is gonna mute this part. They're gonna think I'm actually talking about sexual shit. Divvy comes with herself and that sure has hell as he'll better be enough. Dude, I can't fucking read. Divvy comes with herself and that sure as he'll be better be enough. I hope. I feel like whoever I will be with, it's going to be a person that is worthy of my time and space because they've made the effort to make me enough for them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that just sounds like a good adult relationship. Girl! Yeah, I just want a good adult relationship. Autocorrect. Yeah, I just want a good adult relationship. Nah, we should be okay. I was making similar noises during Metal Gear fucking Aki. Oh my god, now, okay, when I see you stream, Aki, I'm gonna be like, hey, can you make those sounds for me? Can you clap your hands, Aki, for me? Just like one. I'm gonna need to hear you go. Ow, that hurt my hands. I really went in deep. But yeah. So, whoa, that was a lot of talking. Oh my god, I didn't even think we were gonna go down this rabbit hole. But I enjoyed it. I love it. I enjoyed where we've gotten. Where we've gotten. I think that this will be a good year. Again, I'm gonna start getting back to me again and feeling better about myself. Maybe I'll post a few photos of me. Maybe we'll see. I took pictures of me with some of my new outfits. One was in a I did show you guys. I did show you one of those. It was the dress, the black and white dress with the like red flowers or something like that. I did show that one. Like I want a relationship, but I'm never going to force it or anything like that. Gotta be genuine first and then foremost. Yeah, okay, look, I will sit there and I will say, like, I make it seem like I don't have a chill, which sometimes I have no chill. But, like, I like to get shit out of the way first, you know? I'll send the clip, Lamau. I need the clip. I sometimes act like I have no chill, but genuinely, when someone gets to know me on a deeper level, relationship-wise, if someone's interested in me, I actually do have chill. I actually do. Because I am still very much into my adult life and my IRL life. That I am genuinely not a clingy person. So I don't look for people who are clingy. Someone who has no chill, I can't be with. I've met people like that, where people who are like, why aren't you talking to me? Why am I always putting all the effort in, you know, and I'm like, bro, I have a job. I also have a life. Like, I thought we were understanding of that. Like, you also have a job. You also have a life. Like, I don't mind that we explore those lives together, but until we do, like, relax. Also, girl, don't break yourself with the clappy. This is the only interaction I get with myself. Wait, what? Huh? You did? I'm fine. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear. but with all that, you know, again, with everything that's being said today, as we move forward, I'll keep you guys updated on, you know, anything that happens when I get a new job, how that goes, you know. I also just always wanted to still do commissions regardless if I had a job or not, because of the mere fact that, like, I like doing art for people, but I can't always just do it for free. Among other things that I also like to do and draw. If somebody wants me to draw something, I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to be that guy, but like, you're gonna have to make it like a commission or something. Otherwise, like, unless you like a very close friend and I like you enough. My stream died. Pause for now. Hello? Hello, 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 hello? I will smell your feet. Did anybody get that? Your stream died. Yeah, OBS collapsed itself. Welcome back. Did anybody hear that? Nobody heard my feet thing, right? She's Olive vibe. Your stream died on our side. I'm sorry. Nobody heard my feet thing.
Hello, motherfucker.
That is a thing to say, dude. What thing? Wait, did you hear? Nobody heard the feet thing. The entire time I was talking about feet and I said something about feet and I said what I'd like to do to your feet. But just to see if anybody was still here. Clearly, nobody heard. So we're fine. I hate it here. Oh my god, fucking OBS clapped itself. That's funny. That's funny. That was good. No, it's okay. Same. Just don't end up running into back to center. Here's hoping for the best for you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. For the what I was trying to get at was, for the time being, any art that I make, I'm gonna try and promote my commissions. So any art that I do henceforth moving forward, will be like going towards the VGen to like promote it more and to update it and all that good crap. And yeah, that's what I was trying to get at before I was really interrupted. Yo, I ain't judging your interest in smelling nothing. I didn't actually say I was gonna smell feet. I actually said something else, but yeah. I'll stick that feet somewhere else besides my nose. I was joking! God. Anyway. Yeah. So thank you guys for being super kind and giving me the best wishes moving forward while I am job hunting. And whew, like I said, I'm hoping that the next job that I do get will be less of an emotional toll than what I have been given. You sure? Shut up, Aki. I'm gonna fucking DM you with my feet, pictures of my own fucking feet if you don't quit it. What if that clears up your sadness? Fucking Aki, bro. I appreciate you. Check out this clip. Streaming, just chatting. God. But yeah. There we go. I'm gonna start sending fucking pictures of my feet. That and I was gonna say something. I'm hoping to kind of center myself again. I'm gonna start going back to the gym again. I did stop because 2 months ago I was kind of getting a little sicky. So I kind of stopped and I need to go back. But yeah, I'm hoping here's to hoping that Div finds a really good job that will be emotionally and mentally where she needs to be. Here's to our next chapter of Divi when she changes her name. I will also start doing some art during the times when I'm not streaming. A little sicky. Yeah, I was a little sicky. But yeah, I think this will be good for me. I, so far, since I've left my job, have emotionally felt a lot better. I have felt like I've wanted to do more things. Normally, I don't like to get out of the house. I feel so drained, exhausted, and sadly depressed to ever want to get out of the house a lot of times. Just due to the job that I have, because ever since I had it, that's when I started feeling it. So I'm hoping that this next job that I hopefully get, wherever it is, whatever it is, it will be the right one that I need for me. That will bring my spirits back up again. And here's to praying and hoping for that, you know? Things are looking up. We're hopeful here. Yeah, we are. Bro, don't tell people that the content of my DMs, you might attract barbarians, bandits, and raiders. Bro, I am the barbarian. I am the barbarian going into your DMs all the time. But word, yo, I hope things work out for you. Thank you. But yeah, I guess to end off everything, because it was a really good chat. I just needed to chat. Like there wasn't anything planned today. I just needed to chat. Now that I'm feeling better. Thank you. Thank you guys for letting me cry on stream today. Thank you for hearing me blow my fucking nose. Dave is a barbarian D&D class. Okay, Dave. Dave the barbarian. I will now send pictures of my feet in your DMs, so expect that, Aki. You better fucking block me now if you don't want to see it. Dave the barbarian. But yeah, for my YouTube channel, thank you for those on YouTube that clicked on this video and watched it till the end, even in the scuffing. I'll try and see if I can put both videos together into one. And then for my Twitch people, I want to say thank you, Aki and Hadel and Fox, for being here today. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for those who were lurking, by the way, too. But thank you for those who were chatting with me and those who were here. I appreciate it very much. Path of the giant barbarian, apparently. I'm glad you caught your running nose. Oh my god. Aki, you can't do that to me. I love dad jokes. Wait, free feet pics? Lamau? It's only for Aki because he doesn't want it. But yeah. I guess I will see you guys on the next one for sure. As far as YouTube goes, I post YouTube every Friday at 9 a.m. CST, which is Central Standard Time, but I think on YouTube they call it Chicago time. But either way, Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. There's always a video that's being posted up. I have also tried to be more consistent on I'll try to be more consistent again, trying to post more clips in my shorts. My YouTube has notified me that people like the shorts that I make. So I will try and be more attentive with trying to do more shorts. But yeah. You take care, girly. Thank you, guys. So yeah, I will be signing off for today. Thank you guys for so much for stopping by, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye. I have no chill.